Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And the reason why I say good morning, despite it's evening here in Toronto, is because we have viewers from all over the world and we want to welcome here and we look forward to share with you the wonderful journey and the wonderful story of GotBackup. And let me begin by just by recognizing some of you that are here bright and early. We have Regeneration Zone. I know you mentioned your name before, and I so apologize from Vegas. Welcome, great to see you. I think it's Victor. I'm not sure. I think I'm. Let me know. Just correct me. Mary Paul from Ottawa. Welcome, welcome. MC from Texas. Great to see you here. Sylvie de Quebec. Bienvenue, bienvenue, Sylvie. We have Raleigh here from Saint Lucia. Great to see you. We have Ina. Great to see you from Quebec. Welcome, welcome. We have Chris here from Rhode Island, Michelle from Ohio. We have Wally from Cochrane in Arkansas. This is wonderful. And excuse my French from time to time. We have here GotBackup International. Great to see you here from Argentina. Welcome.
Danielle,
Welcome,
Chris.
Leon. Yeah, we have Courtney from Toronto, and we have 55994088594 from California. Welcome.
California.
We have Victor here. Great to see you from Sarasota, Florida. And we have John here from Austin, Texas. And all of you are going to be joining us. We certainly are looking forward to share this wonderful information with all of you. So thank you for joining in. Really, really do appreciate you. So tell me, as we begin here, let's give the short version as to how did we get introduced to GotBackup?
Absolutely. Well, we're really excited about this project. Joel is a personal friend of ours for many, many years, 25 plus years. We're going to share this through the story, through the presentation. And he contacted us over two and a half years now, a little bit more, and told us about this GotBackup project. And his parent company is called Global Virtual Opportunities. And Chris was a customer of his for many years. And when he launched his project, he wanted us to know about it. So we've got many, many years experience of international development building in the network marketing career for, building globally. And so when we looked at this, Chris and I, it was just such a no-brainer. In today's economy, it's an affordable product. Everybody uses data storage. They're all got devices. And we said we have to be part of this. So we've been running ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for this, Tammy. And folks, GotBackup is something that was actually in my mind, not silly GotBackup, but digital services, right? I didn't know the details until I spoke to Joel. But prior to our conversation, I would say 18 months prior to that, there was some conversation that we were having about the future of the industry of network marketing. There will always be space for products and services, absolutely. But when it comes to digital services, folks, it's an absolute no-brainer because there's all the issues that we're dealing today with deliveries all over the world with the tariffs and everything else. Things are a lot more complicated, more expensive than they used to be. And we saw the potential with this. And the fact is we also build a friendship from all over the world. And we understand that the starting price to get started in businesses such as what we're presenting here, generally it's anywhere between $200 to $300 to $1,000. But what we have here, it's very, very inexpensive. We're talking $9 a month or $10 a month, I should say, to round it off. So folks, this is exciting. We saw an opportunity where families could be empowered by an opportunity that actually we do not compete. We created a new division because the cloud storage has never been provided in this kind of business model. So it's the only world network marketing storage that exists today. And my question to you, as you are here, maybe you were invited here, maybe you're coming back here, and why are you here? And the reason why Tammy and I are here is because we want to turn our dreams into reality. And this is exactly what we've done. See, we don't do winters anymore because when it gets cold, we migrate like the birds to Florida. And the fact here is we're there for 5 months until we come back. And because of the nature of this business, we don't need to drive and go to work into an office because we work from home and we use the online marketing to market what we have to offer. And this is what we have to share here with you. So you deserve the life that you want to live opposed to the life that you have to live. So the fact here is ask yourself why you're here as we are presenting this evening.
Yeah. And I know GotBackup is very, very passionate. Joel is very passionate about helping people. I know he's heading to Africa. There's so much momentum going on there towards the end of the month. And Chris and I have always been passionate about helping people. We love the training aspect. We love to help people get started. More importantly, we love to help people hit the high ranks and earn some significant income. So if that's you, you're looking for something, you definitely want to be part of it.
Absolutely. And just to give you a bit of background, the company began in Gatineau. This is a little town in the province of Quebec in 1997. I met Joel around 2002 or 3. And I remember him telling me that he needed to move into a different location where the infrastructure could support the bandwidth. That's the amount of people requesting information from his servers. And he went into a 10,000 square feet data center. So let me play a quick video for you guys to have an idea of what's going on behind the scene. Let's check this out together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure.
So you heard it from the owner of GotBackup, and folks, it's amazing what's coming. And if you were here, if you were at the session this past Saturday, it was just amazing what's coming up. Joel is giving us a preview of what's coming, and it's just going to be an absolute no-brainer to build our business here, folks. So let's go back to presentation, following on the global trends. So what's going on, folks, is if you want to stay relevant in the long term, especially the future coming, you want to make sure that you are investing into what is going to be relevant into the future. And let us show you why we truly believe that GotBackup is something that you can really carry on way into your future.
Yeah, and you can see here, everybody's got devices around the world, and they're on them all the time. And at the end of the day, we're really living in a paperless world more and more and more. And everybody's accessing everything that they need from their devices. I know back in the day, Chris, when we were younger, we weren't, on cell phones and taking pictures and videos or anything like that. We had our regular cameras. And anyways, in today's world, everybody's doing everything from their devices.
Well, I still remember Kodak, right? When you had those,
Oh my gosh.
those negatives, and you know what I mean? It's just crazy how we evolve. I still remember the DVDs and CDs, and all of that is passé. And I used to be like so hit at the time. But folks, going back here to the trends is percentage of global mobile traffic from 2011 to 2025. Let's check this out. 6% to 64%. This is to give you an idea. Now, here's something that's really relevant to our point of tonight. The size of cloud storage market worldwide, we're talking about revenues here. In 2022, $90 billion. In 2030, close to $500 billion. Folks, this is a monstrous. This is the Grand Canyon leap. This is massive. How much of that do you want into your life? And this is exactly what we're telling you why this is so relevant.
Yeah, and like Chris says, everybody is addicted to their phones. At the end of the day, we can be in business with just a cell phone. It's incredible what we can do. Chris and I, we take our phones with us everywhere. We tap to do purchases. We use our phone for alarms. I mean, many, many things, as you can see here, the percentages of people using their devices. But at the end of the day, it's in our hands. We're filling them up. And that's why you want to hear about what we're sharing tonight.
And the downside of this, in fact, it's really interesting. We were with the family this weekend, and we had some old pictures, those 5x8 cards, and you have those pictures, and we were passing this on to our kids, and they were just amazed just by looking at how things were. But see, we don't have that today, because everything is, you got to grab your phone and grab onto your pictures, and it's very normal in standard today. But you see, things are changing. And the downside of that, folks, if your data is not backed up, think about this. You may have 10 years, if not more, very precious moments that you cannot go back in time and get back again. And looking at these numbers, 45% of cell phones has accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. Folks, these are real people. 5,700 screen cracked every hour, 43 seconds. Every 43 seconds, laptops, cell phones are stolen. Think about this. I mean, it's very painful to lose those expensive devices, but those precious data, folks, you can't get them back. Here's another message you might be familiar with.
Yeah. And we all get these messages. And that's why this session is so important for you. If you're evaluating this for the first time, is people are filling up their devices faster and faster and faster in today's world. And you have two choices. You start eliminating stuff, and really, who has the time to do that? And we don't want to get rid of our precious stuff, right? So it's so important to stay tuned to what we're going to share.
Yeah, absolutely. And trust me, folks, companies know exactly what they're doing by increasing the power that these devices have by the amount of resolution for each pictures, each videos, 4Ks, eventually it's going to be 8Ks. You can just imagine the amount of data it's going to take. And eventually the cloud service they know that's what it is. They want you to not just to pay for the device, but to pay for their expensive cloud storage. And that's what we want to, I'm looking forward to share with you the alternative that we have here. The second trend is to make more money. See, when a country keeps printing money, like in Canada, we're very famous for, Sorry, guys, I shouldn't get political, but it's the reason why the dollar decreases in value. It's the reason why things get so expensive, and then every single inch is taxed to death. So what's happening is people are looking for ways to subsidize. It's one of the reasons why making more money, it's a very, very big, massive trend. So what about the rest of the world? What about the rest of the world, folks? So this is not going to go away. We need to be smarter on how we go about doing things. And instead of relying on jobless situation that we may be facing, let's start thinking about companies that give us an opportunity to work all over the world, not into one area or one country. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying here, how massive this is. You can leverage these global trends with GotBackup. That's what we're talking about. It's opening the gateway to the entire world instead of be stuck into your little corner where you live. Do you understand? There's no limit today. This is what's going on. And let us introduce to you what we're about to talk about as far as a wonderful line of products.
Yeah, so they just recently launched this package, which is really exciting. Anybody who wants to build a business online, this is the tool. So we're going to be able to excel in income through this package by using the marketing tools. So that's something that's recently launched. Chris will share a little bit about it later on. And I love it because it's really automated a lot of things for us, Chris. And everybody wants more time with their families, right? Mm-hmm. So learn to leverage as much as you can. And so the basic product is data storage. So you get 6 terabytes of data storage with GotBackup. It says 6 accounts. What that means is on your business account, you can add 5 additional, they call them sub accounts. And that's family members that you can share your data with, and you can decide how much data you actually want to share with each person, which is fantastic. And you have unlimited devices, all of this for $10 a month. You heard the security video, and what really excited Chris and I mean, this is huge for families, and the price point, the value is massive, but the fact that it's the only company that offers data storage in the network marketing realm. And we're professionals in the network marketing realm. So that was like, wow, eyeballs open. Let's get started. Let's run with it.
100%. And the other products, folks, and this is what I love about the Pro package. We'll share with you the options as we get into how we get started. But what you look here is it's a one-stop shop. VTuber is like your own YouTube channel where you can have all your videos where you can share it into your social media. There's everything you can do with that. Your testimonial generator, I use that for my our own personal branding website. When I ask someone, hey, so, there's some people that are very happy to share how impacted their lives by some of the things that we contributed into their decision making and so forth. And people can actually click that link and start creating their own videos, which gets automatically into my inbox. Memory place. Think about, for example, the holidays or Christmas coming in at the end of the year here, folks. Think about this, where you can have all these precious moments saved forever, which you can share with your entire family, and even pictures that were taken from your 15, 16-year-old that usually don't share much with you. You can turn around and provide a QR code that you can just scan and then upload the pictures that they took, so you can have a complete kind of a image of all the events the memory that were taking place at that event. Email marketing platform, folks. This is really important, so you can stay in touch with your team. You can stay in touch with anybody. Your list, folks, is such an important aspect, and it's so inexpensive. And then we have the funnel page. And the reason why the funnel page builder is so important is I'll show you that we have all these wonderful websites that are created for us. But what if you would like to modify it in a language? You can go ahead, select what's already been done for you. The template's there. You just go and edit the language at the language that you want. And also the emails that are being sent, you can point it to an email that you have, again, converted into a language that you want. It's such a powerful tool, folks. It's amazing. And keep in mind that each of those tools, they all come in with individual promotional pages, all done for you. All you need to do is promote it to your social media. You can do some lives. I know if you've seen Joel going absolutely massive, just sharing all over the place. It's amazing the amount of attention he gets. Well, every single products have these pages available for you to share, which can be converted into leads if you share this, which in turn can be converted into business, which this is what's so exciting. So folks, making money with GotBackup, it's an absolute no-brainer. This is the only cloud storage that will pay you. Just to give you a bit of an example of what's going on, just with the cloud storage, Tammy and I have reached a blue diamond level with GotBackup. Now imagine what's going to happen in the near future. We have here triple diamonds, double diamonds, different parts of the world. Look at the flags here. Different parts of the world. We have Ghana, we have France, obviously the US. And then let's say we have diamonds, again, from all over the world. And that's just a few, folks. There's a lot more than that. And then we have rubies. We have emeralds. These are all the ranks that you reach as you build your business with GotBackup. You know, Calvin went into, I remember he gave me a quick shout and says, could you do a little video to kind of say hi to the team I'm going to meet in the Republic of Congo? And he went there, and it was French and English. Long story short is he did absolutely phenomenal in this event, and that pushed him to Sapphire. So these are all the levels, which I'll cover in a minute. So Tammy, let's cover quickly so folks have an idea. How do we earn with GotBackup?
Yeah, so you can see there's 7 different ways to earn. We're going to focus and highlight the first 3 because that's really building the foundation. So let's get started, Chris. So we have the 2 different packages. You've got the family plan and you've got the pro plan. Okay, so if somebody wants to come in, they just want the data storage. They can choose whether they want to do monthly or yearly. Most people go yearly. They save a couple months of payments. Rounding it off, it would be $100. So if they come in monthly, it's $10. You get 200% up front. So you'll get $20 each time somebody signs up. After you send them your link, if they sign up monthly, you'll get $20. Every time somebody clicks on your link and they sign up and they do yearly, you're going to get 50%. So you're getting $50, which is massive, you guys. And so I know there's a lot of programs out there and they don't give money like this up front. 25% on packages. And then you can see the pro plan, which is very, very new and super exciting. There's a lot of people that come in, they don't have business tools and they want to immediately start with the pro plan. And that's $200 in commission when you sign up somebody with the pro. Okay. And then the person who brought you in is also going to get 50. And the person that brought that person in is going to get 50. And what that really promotes is helping your people, serving your people, teaching your people how to get started and build their businesses up the ranks. Chris will share that with you after. And then of course you got the customers here. You can see it's 25% ongoing. So maybe we'll go on the next page. So here we'll represent examples of 20 people. So if you had 20 people that decided they want to come in with a family plan, as I mentioned, it was $50 times 20 people, that's $1,000 in commission. And keep in mind, you're not limited the amount of people you bring in. And then you got the example for the customers on that $10 item, $2.50 times 20 people, that's $50 in commission. That could pay a nice little bill, you guys. And then you've got the pro plan, which we mentioned $200. And so 200 times 20 people, that's $4,000 in commission. Imagine if you went to work right now and you started putting out your links to as many people as you can. By the way, all of these links are done for you. You don't have to create anything. It's awesome. And you can generate some significant income. And if you had 20 customers that want the pro plan, then 25%, you can see the $5 and you'll make $100 in commission ongoing.
So this is really exciting, folks. And again, we have many trainings that explains the details. So we just want to give you an overview of what's going on. Now, what's happening is what Tammy just shared with you. This is the front end. So as people get started, this is the cash that you get paid up front. Okay. Now, What happens on the back end? That's the compounding effect. So we build two teams, a right team and a left team. So if you bring two people, one goes on the right, one goes on the left. You bring three, well, the third one has to go either underneath the right side or the left side. That's why you see indirect referral on your right side. That's someone above you that's had to make the decision, said, well, I'm going to put that person on the right side, which happens to be underneath you, if that's the path of sponsorship for this person. And underneath the indirect referral on the right, you can see the direct. Well, that's someone you brought in that happens to be the next possible position that you can introduce someone in, which the person that you may not know of that you benefit from also benefit from your recruiting. So let me tell you how that turns into money. So we have what we call cycle bonus. There's tier 1 and tier 2. And the difference between tier 1 and tier 2 is just more money as you're in tier 2. And the difference between that is the fact that is your rank. And I'll talk to you about this a little later. It's really simple. Steps. Number 1, you need to be active. That means that you order you pay for your service every single month. Number 2, you need to enroll 2 people. One in your left team, one in your right team, which, by the way, this is the basic model foundation. And Tammy will share that with you on what we duplicate in our business. Number 3 is we earn cycle bonus. How does that occur? It's the moment the system sees that there's 6 people in your business, which either came from you bringing 6, or you brought your 2, and from the 2, it evolves to 6. Or combined with someone above you that may also be building their business, which also will contribute to those 6. So when you quantify all of this, folks, that is a cycle. The question is how many cycles you want. It's going to be determining how many groups of 6 are generated in a monthly basis. Now, folks, this is absolutely amazing. And the cycle will vary based on the company's profitability. And again, based on what tier 1 or 2 you are, which we'll share with you in a minute. The cycle match bonus, now this is very cool because as I mentioned, every time you introduce someone to the business, if you recall, Tammy talked to you about the fast start commission that you get. Number 2, we talked about the cycle, which is a combination of the effort of everybody in the team. Number 3, this is what we call matching cycle. So every time you introduce one person, regardless of how much they make, you will receive 25% if you reach the level of Sapphire. That's when it begins to pay you. And if you bring 10 people, 20 people, 40 people, well, these are 40 people you get paid a matching cycle bonus based on their activities. Now, think about this, folks. You can get paid up to $1,000. And, folks, this could go up to $20,000. It depends on how active they are in building their business and how serious they are. Think back at Dropbox. Dropbox has over 700 million users. I don't know how many are active, 25, 30, 35%. You can imagine how many millions of people are paying every single month. This is massive revenue. Now, they don't pay commissions. We do. And we pay up to 75%. Folks, this is very, very significant. That's a matching bonus. Now, there's also 4 other bonuses. Generation bonus, dynamic bonus, 4 and 5. It's think of all the $10 or the $20 people pay, and you get a 2.5% on every single one of them into your business. And there's obviously some qualification here on generation 4 and 5. Rank pool is when you reach a certain rank, you get paid just for maintaining your rank. And 7 is you start getting into a level of leadership, and you start helping other people to grow, well, you get bonuses for that too. So let us explain to you how we duplicate this without having to know all this stuff. Go ahead, Tammy.
Yeah, and it's a simple process, and you learn as you go. And there's a phenomenal chart that really gives you the basic foundation of how to get to each rank. And so at the end of the day, if you're looking at it for the first time, just get yourself signed in. And the first step is to go and get a couple people, as Chris mentioned, one left, one right. And that will qualify you as a copper. And Chris will show you the ranks in a bit. And then the next step is to go and get a couple more. And never limit yourself to how many people you can bring in, because everybody needs this service. And people are looking out there. People are so tired of spending money and not getting the value. So this is going to give them huge value and an opportunity to earn some income too. So, and then you duplicate that. It's that simple. The simpler you keep it, the more it's going to duplicate and go into momentum, no matter how busy people are in the world.
So bring 2 people, repeat the process, and duplicate that in your business. And that's how it works. How do we get started, folks? Well, here's the thing. It's $20 annually. If you go for the pro package, folks, remember, if you sign me up and I pay my $500, that includes the $20. That includes the $199 and access to everything I have available for 12 months. $499.97, all included, ready to go. And then the person, if you brought me in, you receive $200. Do you think about this? And the person who brought me in received 50, and the one that brought them received 50. Do you see how generous that is? Now, let's say that maybe that's a bit more aggressive for you. You may want to say, well, I just want to get my feet wet. I want to start with the cloud service. Very simple. You spend $99.97 and you cover it for 12 months. Of course, you can choose to go monthly, and that's it, right? Now, the fact is you pay you $20 plus the $99.97, and then you're all set for the cloud service, and you have access to all these tools that are available with the cloud service. It is that simple. What you see on the right-hand side is for enterprises, companies that have maybe employees, and they have more, they need more data space. That is so awesome. The pro package, folks, is so valuable. I mean, it's $500 for the entire year. After that, it's $199.97 every single year to have access to all the tools that we talked about. It's a one-stop shop. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Tammy, how many countries are we in?
162. You know, the best thing about digital products is you're not dealing with shipping or anything. So you can go into as many countries as you want. And I don't know about you, but I like to make money while I sleep. So the more you get yourself out there in the market, get your links out there, that's when you're going to start exploding in your business.
I totally agree. Folks, recognition and achievements, baby cry for it, adults die for it. And here's the rank I was telling you about. I just want to give you an idea of how that represents to you as far as your ranks and the income you can earn. A bronze, you sponsor one person. A copper, this is what Tammy talked about. 1% on your left, 1% on your right. That's a copper. The key, if you're saying, what do I need to focus on in building my business? Coppers. You need to become a copper. And everybody you introduce to GotBackup has to become a copper. If you do that, by default, you will move up the rank if people start duplicating and they get to work. You become a silver when one person in your entire team of everybody you sponsor, it doesn't matter if you brought him in or not, as long as it comes from your line of sponsorship, boom, you become a silver. Then you become a gold when you start really leading here. You brought in 5 people and 3 of them became copper. You see the pattern here? You become a platinum when there's 4 copper and there's 10 people you brought in into your business. And these 10 people you brought in will qualify you for sapphire and also emerald. The only difference is the amount of coppers you have. So as a platinum, you got 4 copper. Now you're moving from tier 1 to tier 2 into your cycle bonus. Do you understand? Now, as you move up to sapphire, now you get matching cycle. Every person you bring in, every time they cycle, you earn 25% up to $1,000 as you move up your rank. Now there's 5 coppers. It's the same 10 people you brought in when you were platinum. You don't need more at this point. As an emerald, same thing. You just have now 6 coppers. Do you understand what I'm saying, folks? What's a copper? Well, someone brought in one on the left, one on the right. It is not difficult. That is so cool. And this will continue all the way up to black diamond. That's how powerful that is. So Tammy, as we finish the presentation here, let's talk about the support people get.
Yeah, so you're going to have your personalized referral link. You'll have your landing page. You'll have your email marketing system that's sitting there in your back office. You'll have marketing tools in different languages. You've got several different funnels. Chris is going to give you a little bit at the end of walking through the back office. You've got regular online presentations. Tonight is a company presentation. Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. in English. You also have the Spanish presentation Tuesday night. And you have the African presentations. You've got, what else, Chris? You've got Italian presentations. So there's presentations going on in different languages, French. And you also have the company training every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Everything's recorded for you to go back and have access to it if you can't show up at the lives. And there's tons of team trainings going on as well in different parts of the world. So the support is there. It's just it's just make a decision and then grab onto the tools, and everybody will guide you through the process.
Folks, it's a product that everyone needs and a business that everyone can afford. That's the reason why we said yes to the project of GotBackup, folks. And just to give you a little idea of how it goes on the back end, let me just share my screen. For some reason, it was there, but it disappeared. Let me just go and get it back. And here we are. Here we go. Okay, so this is what it looks on the back end, folks. These are all your digital tools. GotBackup, Testimonial, Memory Place, that's the SendShark, the email responder. This is the VDuber, the video, and this is the lead capture. This particular tool here is how you interact with all the leads that comes from these different tools that are available, which, by the way, all the tools that are available in your page here are here. Right? This is all available where you are ready to build your business. You just share these links with your social network. And as people put in their name and phone numbers because they want more information, you start receiving emails on your behalf. Of course, there's a few details here that I'm just kind of skipping because obviously we're not doing a training here this evening. And that is so exciting. Now, as you move up here, as you also have access to the tools, these are the tools that you need to install on your computer to back up your entire computer to the cloud. You click a button and it does everything for you. You do not need to worry about anything. This on the right side here are the apps which you don't need to go in your back office. You just go to the App Store or the Google Play Store, search for GotBackup. You just install it. You just log in with the same credential that you logged in to get into your account. Boom, it starts backing up all your files. And let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you click on auto login, or I just go here and I type in GBU Cloud, right? It'll take me right there. These are my 4 computers that are backed up, okay? And then from there, you can see if I click on my mobile backup, you can see my phone is here. My iPad mini is in here. I created an extra directory here for some music. And then let me go back to the collaborate and share. These are all the directories. This is, in fact, all the files I can collaborate and share with absolutely anybody as I see fit. I'm not going to turn around and share that link because then I will expose my entire cloud to the entire world. So the fact here, folks, this is so awesome. What you can do over here. And at the end of the day, what's happening here, but folks, is we have an incredible business. All the tools are here. All your business information is in here. You can see the custom building, funnel builder. You can see here internal wallet. Let's say that someone does not have a credit card. They can give you the cash at the currency that you are in your country, put it into your bank account to do a payment to your credit card. You can turn around and charge the account with the information you need, the amount you need for them to be able to pay for the service. That you can create a link for them that you send over. Boom, they're active, right? And I would recommend to do this only for the yearly because you don't want to deal every month trying to collect that from everybody. But that is so awesome. And so many things. There's here the VIP coaching. This is extra coaching that Tammy, myself, and Joel do to provide you some extra knowledge in reference. Like Tammy did a call on Monday on some of the specifics on how she does our email marketing and everything else. And Joel has some great training on there. We have some also other trainings on emotional intelligence, all the things that Tammy and I have acquired over the years that made us absolutely millions of dollars in network marketing. So folks, that comes into the end of our segment here this evening. We want to thank you for joining us. This is a wonderful venture. If you have the slightest interest, I really suggest that you investigate further. Get back with the person who invited you here this evening, and let's get started, folks. This is a great, great venture. Tammy and I are making a full-time income with GotBackup, which we absolutely, excuse me, appreciate and love. So Tammy, as we end, I'm gonna my cough. For some reason, something's going on, drying my cough. So I'm gonna let you finish the call. Go ahead.
I drink a lot through the presentation because we talk a lot, and yeah. So if you're evaluating for the first time, we just want to say welcome. Jump on board, learn in the process. That's exactly what Chris and I did. And today we're doing extremely well. and we're helping thousands of people, get trained, build their businesses, and doing extremely well. So have an awesome evening, everybody. And the recording will be available. So for those of you who joined us live and want to watch it again, you can go right to the YouTube channel, Global Virtual Opportunities, and you can see the presentations that are going on there.
And hit that like button if you like our presentation, folks. We really appreciate it. Have a great evening, and bye for now.